Hello, hello. We are here with the 50th episode of Terra Nullius. Are we going to do anything particularly special this episode?
No.
Probably not.
Every episode is special.
Exactly. Yes. Very true. Very
We're
Just like all of
forfeiting.
us and all of you viewers.
Just like that. So true, Emily. Thank you for that heartwarming intro to this episode of Terra Nullius. Last time we had gods of death pretending to be other gods of death. We had
So
betrayals.
pretentious.
We had Ari betraying Raya.
Oh, that was so not a betrayal. That's just how
It was a
Raya took
betrayal.
it.
Was.
No, it really wasn't. She didn't give any real information. Not really.
Okay, so you expressly told
I told
Faustino
more about the god
more-
of death than I did about the orb.
Yes, but you told him more than Raya wanted you to tell him. That is a
He's our
betrayal.
ally. Why does it matter?
I guess. Your mic is actually kind of like really loud now.
Oh,
just
okay.
turn it down.
Sorry, I'll lower
That's
it.
okay. It's like distorting. That's the only thing.
Blah.
Yeah. Yes. Lots of fun things happened. Darius rolled a natural 20 on an insight to determine that Tepuma was like, whoa, wait a second, that's not the right god of death. You said the wrong name. We also found out that Miggy is the best person who's ever lived, ever.
It's true, though.
It is very true. It's very true. And today, we're going to begin the epic propaganda spree that's going to happen where you guys go all over the Yolotli Basin and gather allies to fight Maziel, the Feaster of Worlds. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. Let's jump right into it. Let's do some character goals. Figure out what you guys are going to get XP for, hopefully, this session. And then we will jump right into some action. Okay.
Right
Tepin.
in the smaction.
Yeah.
I heard that too.
Tepuma Inksali.
So 3 goals. 1, get revenge on 7 serpents.
Yes.
2, protect Raya.
Mm-hmm.
And 3, which I think this is the first time this has happened, since technically it's the first time I found out about it. Power connection with new god of death. I don't know how to do that.
Say
but
it again.
Power connection with new god of death.
Like power A connection with.
Yeah, like the last one he told me, he's like, if you find out the new god's name, you might be able to become more powerful.
Oh right, yeah. Of course, yeah. You want to connect yourself. Okay, so let's have a quick conversation about this.
Okay.
In like as players.
Okay.
So the reason that you are a warlock in game is because you get your power from the dead god of death, right?
Yes.
You're the warlock of the old gods or whatever, right? Like the
Yes.
dead god. If you change your connection, you will cease being a warlock, because that's really what that means. Being a warlock is a different thing than being. You can't be a warlock of a living god, of like a god that is just a normal god as an aspect. That's not a thing. You can be a warlock of a fae. You can be a warlock of a demon. You can be a warlock of a dead god, but you cannot be a warlock of a living god. So if you were to pursue this, you would be changing your character.
Maybe. Oh, I don't want to do that.
Right.
The
I figured you did.
roguelike build is so cool.
Yes.
Maybe what it is I find out that maybe he was just not completely truthful to me, because that's what he told me. But we've already established that his memories aren't the greatest.
Right. So what do you actually want to accomplish then?
I don't know, because that's what Tepuma wants to accomplish now.
Yeah.
But-
so Bimbo wants to connect with the new god of death.
But he might. But I know very well he's going to do that, and he's going to find out it does nothing. So I'm wondering.
I mean, we could still have that as a goal and be like, then get to a point where, or you could even write the goal like, find out how to be connected with the new god of death. Then once you do that, you can make a choice as to whether or not you actually want to, or if it's even possible, right? Like find out if there is a way.
Find out if there's a way to connect to the new god of death.
To connect to the new god of death, yes. Because then that gives you a goal to work towards that can be accomplished and won't like screw you out of XP, and you realize that
Yeah.
you can't actually do it. Which, I mean, and again, we're still making the world, you know, that sort of thing. Obviously, I know in general how magic works, but there could always be some sort of weird thing that could happen. Who knows?
Happened with Toity.
Yeah, exactly.
It got him killed.
Yes, it did. It really did. Awesome. Cool. All right. Raya.
I'm keeping all my goals. Kill Mazayol, learn what Faustino's mission is, and make Sabu fall in love with me.
Again. Question.
Dot 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 again. DM question mark.
Yep. Awesome. Yes, those are good. Yeah, because you still haven't learned what Faustino's actually here to do. Hush hush about that. Cool. Ari?
I just looked at my bio and I'm like, crap, I only have 2 goals. Protect those that I love, come to a decision with what I want with Samuel.
Yes.
I feel like a 3rd goal.
What about like acquiring allies?
No. Ari doesn't really care. I mean, like, she cares about that, of course, but I mean, like, she's not good at that. Don't make her roll persuasion checks.
Yeah, leave that to the person with plus 12
Yeah,
persuasion.
no. She's not going to be doing
like the party goal. Too.
She's not going to be like, you know, yeah. Would it be like, I don't know, like that's the thing though, is I don't know if Ari really cares about this. I think it'd be super cool to do. Like upgrade my magic items, like unlock more abilities with my magic items.
Yeah, I mean choose one of them specifically.
Okay. I mean the Earth size, of course.
Well, but you also so another thing to keep in mind, you still have the
I still have the mace,
sun,
but I found out I can't do anything with that until we cleanse it.
Until you find someone to cleanse it. Yeah.
So I guess I should just. One of my goals was finish attuning to the magic item. So can I just keep that and like keep a working at it goal?
Yeah, you were working on it before. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna put. I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna put that one back on.
Of the dark sun. So I guarantee you that there has been a thread that we've already come across in season 5 that can help you do this.
Ooh. Okay.
Yes.
Ooh. That makes me.
We gotta go back to the place that was disappearing.
Oh yeah, probably. Okay, yeah.
And
so
this
I'll
time we eat the flesh.
And this time
we
eat the flesh.
Quote of the night.
I'll work on that. I don't know how I'll work on that, but I'll work on it.
Yeah, I mean, at the very least, you can make some sort of like Arcana check or like talk to someone about it. You could you could certainly go ask Clement about it.
Ooh, no. I don't like that guy. Nobody likes that guy.
His own mother didn't like him. Okay. Cool.
Wow.
Darius.
Figure out what's different with the guy whose mama didn't love him. Atone, which we needed to determine what that actually looks like.
I think we decided it was like coming to grips with the mistakes you've made and like forgiving yourself, sort of a thing, right? Like,
right.
And then actually doing the ceremony to atone.
Right.
Which also involves getting getting into the mental space that will allow you to cast that spell, and then finding the material components that is necessary. But you're in
you also have to roll an
camp
nat
right
20.
now, and you have to do that. You're also in Faustino's camp right now, so you could certainly see if you can get some of the material components that you need for that.
Then, I also need to figure out like what the rest of atoning looks like.
Yes.
And then put
you need 25 GP of powdered silver, so you could attempt to get something like that here.
And then put an end to the death apocalypse.
Yeah.
Basically, finish the fight, end the game, finish the campaign.
But why would you want that as the goal if you're gonna get to the end of the campaign and not have anything to spend that XP on?
Because it'll bring me up to 20.
Well, so putting an end to the death apocalypse for me, I mean, looks like clearing out the rest of the undead plague, right? Like making sure that because the thing is,
I forgot about that.
Especially Chalmer, right? Chalmer still has the fire mask, and he is using the fire mask to control the remaining undead in the Yolotli Basin to do his bidding. So like that's kind of like stopping him, right? That's kind of what that goal is. But you just don't know the details of that yet as a character.
Yeah,
So
we should kill him.
I would be
Mask.
fully up for that.
We kill him.
Yeah.
Player
you
revenge.
just gotta like find him. Find
Find him. We kill him.
an
We
easy
take the
thing-
mask.
An easy thing to do is to go back to the. This might even be a thing you guys think. Go back to the Burning Sanctum. Like, if you need allies, that actually would be the first place you might go.
I mean, not after we didn't make Nohawatli the god of death. I don't think they'd appreciate that.
True.
I
Very
don't think-
true.
I don't think.
I thought
think
that they
that's, like, the
hated us
farthest.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
gonna say.
I mean,
Like,
yeah, that's probably true. Actually,
feel like that's the
if they were
furthest
still
thing.
alive, they would hate you. So I agree. Yeah.
if
Just because I had that thought too. I was like, we should go back. But then I was like, oh no, they probably hate us now. So
Yeah, this party has a bad habit of just like making enemies out of allies constantly.
Okay.
I mean, it wasn't
Look,
really our
it's
fault.
not our fault that she got turned evil.
Okay. Let's
You could
do
probably
it.
go explain that to them.
I mean, they probably saw all of it, right, with that Oracle guy. But like, still, I don't know.
I'm just throwing it out there as a possible thread. You guys can do whatever you want.
Caleb,
This is a
we need to
sandbox.
get a count of all the people that were our allies that are no longer our
Oops.
allies.
I think literally everyone.
Everyone we've ever come in contact with,
Except
except
for
maybe
Miggy?
Oatly's daughter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like she's Navarro's ally right now, and you're not Navarro's ally.
Right, that's
so
true.
The enemy.
the friend
Oh.
of my enemy is my enemy. That's what that is.
Exactly. The friend of my enemy. Oh, well, wait. No. The friend of my enemy is also my friend. And so we have
What?
to kill my enemy, so they're only my friend.
Jordan, you look so funny talking directly into your mic. You look like you're just like deep in thought constantly now.
I'm actually not even talking directly into it. The mic is right here. Like.
Yeah.
So I'm just like this and deep in thought.
So I was correct. You are deep in thought then.
Yes,
Got it.
because I'm determining things with my brain.
That's a good thing to determine things with. But yeah, I'm totally fine with putting an end to the death apocalypse as it's written. And I don't think that's like an end campaign thing. I think that's definitely a thing you could like finish before.
Cool. This session.
Because like it's not put an end to the death apocalypse everywhere in planet Earth because that's impossible to, do.
Let's do that instead, guys.
Because that's totally not what I meant when I put that on there.
I mean,
yeah.
it probably was, but I'm just telling you right now, it's not an attainable goal,
Okay.
even in the scope of this campaign. Let's be real about that.
Well,
unless
gosh
we
darn it.
get the fire mask, control all the undead to re-dead themselves.
Right, but you'd have to control the undead everywhere, which you don't.
Yeah.
The fire mask can't do that.
Oh, never mind then.
We just go from continent to continent and just, little sections at a time.
Yep.
I mean, honestly, that's probably
After
what
you
Darius-
visit literally every human or like sentient society in existence and clear out the undead.
And
you'll have
everything in
accomplished-
between.
Seriously.
I mean, honestly, that's kind of what Darius would do. Like, I could,
the
like,
last part of the campaign, the last session, is literally just like we simplify that entire process and just make one attack roll per society, and it's just like, do you kill them? Do you not? All right, you did it. There you go. Your 20th
Well,
level characters. What do you expect?
no, I was thinking more like we get to the end of the campaign, assuming Darius is still alive at that point. Like, and then like happy ending for Darius is he's going around the world putting an end to them and like just a
Right.
wandering, just a
Yeah, that
nomad.
makes sense. Yeah. I mean, what better thing to do as a servant of death than to end the undead?
To make things dead.
Yeah. To make things dead that really should stay dead.
And you do it with the hood on.
You just become the Reaper.
I love
awesome,
it.
cool.
The Undertaker's coming. Oh my
Well,
gosh,
that's
the
pretty cool.
Undertaker.
That's some cool stuff with the goals. I'm excited. Y'all have interesting goals. Let's jump right into it. You're still at the camp of Faustino Diaz. And what do you want to do? I need the last second. I mean, you have an idea of what you're doing next. You're going to go meet up with Navarro and, like, take his ships, I guess. But, in the meantime, you have to get there. And then what sort of preparations are you making? Any conversations you need to have, supplies you need to get, that sort of thing.
I can't remember if I actually did this last time. I wrote it down. Did I already try and locate objects to try and see if there was a very expensive gem encrusted bowl
I don't think you did
worth
anything
at
with
least
that in the
1,000
camp.
gold pieces. Okay, I would like to do that.
You think you randomly rolled to see if the undead that you fought had it?
Possibly. I wrote it down, but I
But-
couldn't remember if I had actually
You
done
wrote
it or
down
not.
what exactly
that I should do it
that you should do
in my
yeah.
notes. But I just wrote
yeah, I just
locate
listened to
object
it.
to see. So
Right. Yeah, I mean, you could certainly just like do the locate object spell in the camp.
yes,
and just
yes.
See.
Do I find one?
I feel like that's a luck save. I mean,
It's
I
just
assume-
a spell.
I assume right, but I assume you would do it near like Faustino's tent, right? Because that would be the place. Like you do it in a location.
I
like-
mean, it lasts 10 minutes. I can walk around.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you can just walk around the whole camp in 10 minutes. Sure.
And
yeah.
it's 1,000-foot range.
Yeah, exactly. You could probably scope the whole camp out if you
Okay, so
Um,
just roll a
did that
d20.
roll a d20.
Roll it.
I think that's a failure. Yeah, I don't think that exact
Wow.
specified thing is in this camp, unfortunately.
Okay.
I would like to go looking for powdered silver.
Yeah. Who do you go for that? Do you just want to like talk to a random guy who looks like he might have powder silver, or go to like Faustino?
Honestly, my first inclination is Clement, but I don't really want to be anywhere near him.
Nobody does. Nobody does.
Is there a blacksmith?
Yeah, there's probably some sort of weapon smith of some sort,
Yeah.
some sort of person who does that sort of thing.
Yeah, I'd probably go to him first.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. If this was Burning Wheel, I would have you roll circles right there, but
Well, you can't roll squares, Caleb.
No,
Actually, you can. You can. They're
Very
called
bad, though.
dice.
yeah, it's true.
Actually, it's a cube.
It's a cube, but yeah,
And
It's
what?
just many squares.
Exactly.
many squares, all in slices, put together. Okay.
Like pizza.
Yes, I just ate pizza.
Dice
It's
are pizza.
delicious.
And pie are
Wow,
squared.
where did we
That's
get-
why
how did we
pie
get
are
there?
squared, because
Hungry.
dice are pizza. Dice are pizza, which is why pie are squared. It all makes sense
Dice
now.
Our pizza. Jordan Summers, 2019. Oh my. That was an interesting comment. I'm tweeting it right now. Give me a second.
Oh, that's right. I was gonna post the and this time we eat the flesh thing on the D&D group.
Yes, you go find a smith of one sort or another. Good. Yeah, I guess.
Hi,
I'm trying
kitty.
to think. I don't know if we really need to like play out a conversation with a random smith. But I feel like there would be a role somewhere involved here. I mean, he probably just says something along the lines of like, so you ask him like, hey, do you have powdered silver? And he's like, well, why should I give you powdered silver? Who are you? Who the heck are you?
Right. Well, it's just, Faustino's lackey now. Like
Okay.
we work for Faustino now.
Yeah, just make a persuasion check.
Okay. Well, good luck, Darius.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Oh,
Critical failure.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean the guy
I
probably
felt-
just gets really annoyed and like says, "Go away, you stinky dwarf! I don't like you. Go away."
Does he actually call me a stinky dwarf?
You sure? Yeah, he's racist.
Oh.
Oh, huh. Cool. It's okay. Eventually, I'm gonna torch this camp anyway.
I mean, probably. Let's be real.
That's
Given
what
your
happens
track
with
record
everyone
with
else.
allies.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, well, it's okay. He's gonna burn with everyone else, so I'll let this.
What
one
you'll
slide.
probably end up doing, because you've given Faustino the promise that once this whole thing is finished, he can just colonize the place. What you're gonna do is you're gonna go to another of the 7 serpents, and then you're gonna make the deal with them after you've killed Mazayol that you can just burn the camp down of Faustino, and then they're just gonna fight, and you're just gonna walk away from the ashes.
I mean, honestly.
everybody
like
will
something you
just
guys
do
do.
our bidding.
Yep. Yeah, so he refuses to give you powdered silver.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I just walk out.
Okay, you're just like, all right, bye.
I mean, you could see if someone else could get it for you.
Yeah, I mean, you could at this point it would be like go to Faustino directly and like
Request,
say,
yeah.
can I
mean,
have powdered silver?
Oh, I meant you
Yeah.
could try and get me.
Yeah, that's true. I could send Tepin in, or
That's true. You just have him steal it.
well, not me. Oh,
I have a plus
Very
13.
good
Wait,
at
no.
that.
I have a plus 13 to sleight of hand. I
Yeah.
could try.
just I don't want to get on their bad side yet.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
here.
I just feel like Darius wouldn't do that, period. Like, he wouldn't be like, hey, Tepin, go steal that for me. Ari would.
Steal. Do you guys technically don't know I'm a thief? I think actually.
Yeah, that's
I don't think anyone
True.
is.
I'm not even technically a thief. I'm a charlatan, which is a fancy
Much
word for
better.
thief.
Look
I'm
at the
actually-
kitty.
People.
I wanted to walk around and scout, try
Hi,
and find
kitty.
magic items again.
He's coming to say hi to us.
Hi, kitty. Hi, baby.
Has
Caleb
Thor
just
truly
said-
blessed us with
Was there a
his
kitty? Oh,
his
Yeah,
I literally didn't even
presence, or
notice
is it
the cat.
Loki?
it is Thor. He got his collar off.
Thor has truly blessed us with his presence.
Thor has truly blessed us.
Oh my gosh!
Say hello to Thor.
Hi, Thor.
Listen to him purr. He's so cute.
Is
I heard
he
the
not
purring.
purring? Is he not purring because his throat is Thor?
Oh boy. Cat, you really can't be on the desk right now. I don't know what you're doing.
Seth, I don't want to be a Thor loser, but that was kind of bad.
Anyways,
Yeah, we don't have the authority to make these kinds of jokes.
so as creeped out as like I am as a player by Clement, now that the more I think about it, the less I'm sure that Ari actually is.
Right.
I
That
think
makes
she'd
sense.
I think she'd go up to him
Mm-hmm.
and I think she'd be like, "Yo, Clement."
Yo.
She just says exactly that. Yo, Clement. You know your name rhymes with cement, which probably hasn't been invented yet.
But I think she starts off the conversation by like, I think she wants to like put him off guard. I think she wants to be like, so I noticed that you listening in on my conversation the other day when I was talking about the Earth's eyes.
Okay. So you just bring that up to him?
Yeah, pretty much. She wants to like put him off, like take him off guard. Like, yeah, I saw you.
Okay. Yeah, he kind of squints. He's probably like eating some. I think he's eating an apple, right? He's eating some sort of, or some, probably like a more exotic fruit that you'd find here. He's eating some like acai berries or something. And he looks up and kind of narrows his eyes and he says, I did take an interest in it, yes.
So if you know about the Earth's eyes, what do you know about its counterparts?
Counterparts? What do you mean by that?
The Earth's feet.
And so he's eating these berries like Denethor eats the tomatoes in Return of the King. It's just like this really kind of awkward, like the juice is kind of flowing down his lips, sort of a thing. Just like,
So weird.
interesting. Hello. Yeah.
So weird. But I mean, Ari's not like off put by any of it. Like the more I think about it, the more I'm like, she's whatever. Like,
Yeah.
she's just like, it's what did you call them? You called them something like it's not sisters, brothers, but like it's like set. It's a set.
Yeah.
That was the word. I was like,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
you know that it's a set, correct?
Yeah. I'm gonna make an Arcana check for him because I don't know if he does, but we'll see. It's very possible he does. 18.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think he nods and he says, I suspected something like that, yes.
So what's the name of the magic item called again? I keep forgetting to write it down.
The new one?
Yeah.
The Tendril of the Dark Sun.
The tendril of the dark sun. So if you know about the Earth's eyes, what do you know about the tendril of the dark sun?
Is that the mace you carry?
Yes. Maybe.
Well, I know that it is an imitation replica of a mace belonging to Gregorio de Castillo, a famous cleric of Dragonborn of our Lord Jesus Christ.
I'm just kidding. Ari doesn't do that. She
Yeah.
just thinks that. But
Lord or Dragon Lord?
I was about to say Dragonborn Jesus, but he wouldn't say it that flippantly.
No. Would you say Lord or Dragon Lord?
Just Lord.
so she like frowns at that, and she's like, "How is it a copy? Jesus never came here." How would they have even known about that?
Yeah, I mean, he shrugs and he says, "Magic has a way of." Well, how would he say this? Magic has a way of shortening all distances, Ari.
So it's a copy. Well, tell me this. You seem to be a magic expert. I certainly am not. How would one take somebody's essence out of a magic item?
Take someone's essence out of a magic item? Why was it in there in the first place, exactly?
I don't know.
This cat. Yeah, I think he just holds out his hand. He says, "Can I see it?"
Can I make an insight check?
Sure, yeah. He doesn't. He seems to just want to inspect it. I mean, you're asking him about it, so he wants to get a closer look at it.
Okay, I'll give it to him.
Yeah, so he takes it and kind of like frowns a little bit, looks it over, feels the design, and he says, "Oh yes, I see what you mean now. There's something else here. Certainly. You do know how magic items work, don't you?"
Something about life energy?
Yes. You pour your own essence into it when you create it, and it becomes a part of yourself, sort of. The thing with this, exactly, is not that there is a foreign presence, but rather that the presence that is here is odd, strange to us as mere humans. It's really rather normal, just different. It's not bad or dangerous necessarily, just odd to our sensibilities. I've come across it myself a time or two. I used to live in a much different place than this one, and, well, I think sometimes people here make distinctions between types of magic that I just don't see. It's all one essence, really. It's all one... Well, it's all one life, ultimately. At least that's how I've always perceived it. Yeah, go ahead.
But something's off about this one.
Something's off to our sensibilities, yes. But I think the thing that is off about it is just where it comes from. The soul that inhabited it, that powered it. I don't recognize the presence myself, but it's similar to one that's familiar to me.
Is it now?
Yes. He kind of like smiles a little bit, like, "Oh, if you only knew."
I know a little bit. Tell me, what exactly are you?
What am I?
You're a magic user. You're a magic user, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Darius is a knight of a god.
Mm-hmm. Yes, a paladin, I do believe you call them.
Yes, and Raya is a cleric.
Mm-hmm.
What are you?
I'm Batman.
He looks down at his attire and he says, "Why, I'm a cleric too."
Of who?
of God.
There are many gods out there.
He smiles.
Inside check.
I mean, I've already made one for him.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything more exactly.
I mean, it was for different things, but I don't think there's anything I could really.
Mm-hmm.
He's not lying. He's just like being ominous.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't know. Ari's just like, well, I need to figure out a way to cleanse this item because I know that if I attune to it, it will slowly influence. Yes.
Yes, I know what that's like.
I don't need that.
Why exactly are you so satisfied with the way you are right now?
I'm not satisfied with who I am right now. That's the point. And I don't want to digress from that.
Why would it be a digression, Ari? You can feel this powerful magic here.
It's not good magic.
Good? Oh, come now, Ari. I thought you were more sensible than that.
She's not smiling. I just am, but yeah, she's like frowning. She's not liking this conversation. She's just like,
You're an atheist, Ari. Are you really telling me that you believe in objective morality?
I was an atheist. Thank you.
She believes in one God.
Yeah, and he doesn't dress like that.
Huh?
Thank you, Seth.
I got it.
You got the reference.
I don't know. But she's just like, I don't really know what I believe anymore, but I certainly know that there are gods out there. Anybody would be ignorant to think otherwise at this point.
Said Ari. That just came out of Ari's mouth. Like, are we recording this?
We are, actually.
I mean, but it's true, though. Like, there's an undead roaming around everywhere. Like...
Yeah.
He happens to be an evidentialist.
Yeah. He says, so you want my help in removing the presence here?
I just wanted to see if you knew anything. If you could help.
Well, it depends on what you want.
Doesn't seem like you really want to, though.
I don't. My desires have little to do with this current conversation. I'm just trying to get a feel for what you want, Ari. You obviously came to me for a reason.
I just recognize a powerful magic item when I see one, but I will not let it influence me. I will control it. It will not control me.
And see, that is what I wanted to speak to you about. That is what I wanted to point out. Are you so scared of your own weakness that you're not even going to try? You have to find someone to remove this thing from what gives it its strength in the first place. You'll irrevocably change it. It won't be the same item it was before. Or you could bend its will to yours.
I think Ari just smiles and she just shakes her head and she says, Clement, true power comes in knowing your limitations and accepting them, pushing them for sure. But
yeah,
knowing.
and when you say that, he looks down to like the pouch you have at your belt with the earth size in it, and he says, I understand.
I think we're done with this conversation. I think I understand you a little bit better now.
I sure hope. I certainly hope so. Now, please, Ari, do let me know if I can be of any further assistance to you. I will think about this more, and I'll let you know if I think of anything else.
By the way, I know what a suck-up you are to Faustino and that you told him about the orb. I don't appreciate you having me putting me in the position that I was in yesterday. I will be keeping a close eye on you. Have a good day. We'll be setting out soon. And then she just walks off.
I so look forward to being allies, Ari.
She just keeps walking.
Yeah. More conversations with Clement. That's fun. Cool. All right. Any other preparations, conversations that need to be had?
I was saying earlier, I was like, can I scout out for magic items again? Or would that
No,
probably
you made that roll. There's nothing to
okay?
find.
I can't do it again. That's what I was
Unless so the one thing you could do is you could sneak into Faustino's tent or one of his tents, right?
Now,
and try to look for something.
That's a little too much for Tevin.
Exactly. But you've scoured pretty much everything else.
I steal from the grunts who don't know better.
Right. Exactly.
Not steal, appropriate.
Yeah. Of course.
I can use it better than them anyway.
Yeah, of course. I'm sure that's what every thief says. Anyone else? I assume you guys are getting like the normal supplies and whatnot, but
Oh yeah, I already refilled my arrows and stuff.
yeah.
Could I get some magic arrows?
Yeah. I mean, you could have to do a similar thing to what Darius did. You'd either have to
That's
find...
fine.
Yeah. You.
Oh,
probably have
and
to
then
go to
would we be
Faustino or
able to
Wizard or
do
something. Yeah.
like see if they had like healing potions that they'd be willing to send us with?
Yeah. Here, let me give you some standard stuff, and then we can go from there. So, if you just want to mark 6 normal health potions down,
Okay.
however way you want to do that.
Yep.
And then 2 of the middle kind. So,
Okay. So
whatever that is.
6 healing potions, 2 graders.
Yeah. Greater healing. Yep.
Okay, let's see. That would mean that everybody could get a healing potion besides
Clement,
Clement.
basically.
well, I was trying to decide who to not give one to, if it should be myself or Clement.
Or Darius.
No, he's gonna get one. I would give everyone a standard healing potion except for Samuel, and I'll give him a greater one, and I'll give Ari a greater one as well.
Oh,
in
even though you're
addition to
pissed at
normal
me?
one.
All right, cool.
Yep.
Because Raya thinks about the mission. What are you doing, Thor?
I see potion of greater healing on here.
Yeah, I mean, not all the magic
Healing,
items are
a
in there.
normal one is 2d2 or 2d4 plus 2. A greater one is 4d4 plus 4.
Yep.
And Cebu doesn't need a greater one, and I don't need a greater one because we're magic-y. But I don't think Samuel is really
Samuel
super
has
magic-y.
no magic.
So, hence why I gave him a greater one.
By the way, I think I should train him on how to be a ranger now.
Train who?
Samuel on how to be a ranger
Oh.
because he's a fighter.
I mean, I guess. I don't know. Why would he want to take levels in Ranger at this point?
So he can learn some magic. I don't know. He can learn a language if he takes a level in ranger. There's a lot of benefits to taking
Yeah.
the first 3 levels to ranger.
I don't think he's interested.
Rangers with
What a
benefits.
lame
I think he's pretty.
Oh
into
my
what-
gosh, Jordan.
What did you say?
I said nothing.
I heard it. That's all
I
that
can go
matters.
back on
I
this
mean, it's
recording.
recorded.
Yeah, just go watch the recording. It'll be fine. You're gonna
Okay.
forget.
But yeah, I just want to see if I can make like a luck save to see if there's any magic arrows.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead.
Okay.
Luck save.
Nope.
Nope.
No magic
Yeah,
arrows.
I didn't think there would be.
Yeah, I mean, if Samuel doesn't have any, I probably wouldn't
Exactly.
either. So, all right, cool. One day I'll get my magic arrows.
One day you will. Yeah, I mean, you could go back to Arendira's palace and try to scrounge around for Okna's. Just saying.
Yeah, I know. It's probably gone by now.
knows?
Ozzy may have eaten it.
That's true. Yeah. Any other preparations?
No, there's nothing to steal.
So it's just out into the great unknown. All right. Sounds good. You guys say goodbye to Faustino's camp and you head out. All right. Where are you going?
Torch it on the way out.
So I assume the idea, right, is to
go down to that river.
Go down this river, yeah.
Yeah.
But which hexes are you taking to get there?
This one and this one, maybe? Because we've already gone down those ones, so we're kind of familiar. Although it might be good to like go back to the lies one and see if we can figure out what's going on there.
You can do that if you want, yeah.
I don't know. What do you guys think?
Wait, sorry, go to which one?
If we go to the one if we go to like this one and then go to the one that says lies, right? We can go.
Yeah,
but I don't know if we'd want to go back to the mausoleum though. That's not something I'm just curious what you guys think.
I mean, I don't know either. Were we going to take a ship there? I thought we were.
No, we're going to
You're
Faustino, or we're going to Navarro's camp.
Okay.
Yeah,
And then
I'm
we're gonna
assuming
try and
I'm
take a
assuming we're
ship from
taking
him.
a sailor with us.
You're taking some canoes, yeah. And then I guess you'd have to take someone.
We have to
who
take
knows,
like somebody with
you
us.
probably have to take several somebodies.
Yeah.
So like who actually know how to sail a ship.
Right.
Okay.
We could take whoever like
fine,
Samuel and Sabu would trust.
Gotta keep them alive, I guess.
Yeah.
Let's see if there's like a stat block I can find somewhere.
Like a sailor or something like that.
Yeah, I mean it would probably just be there's probably a different one that is functional.
Somebody who wouldn't die just like in an insta kill.
Well, that's always the trick.
Generic human.
Generic human. Well, yeah, it would be some sort of humanoid. Let's see real quick. What we got here. Would it be a commoner? It would be. There's probably some sort of sailor, isn't there?
I feel like there should be.
Yeah, maybe. I feel like because Faustino is so advanced, I think the people that you're bringing are like swashbucklers, maybe. Like CR3s. Let's look at what they got.
R3PO.
Yeah, sure. So you get no, you get a not. I didn't say that to you. You got a group of swashbucklers, like 6 swashbucklers, who can help sail the ship. Cool. Yeah. So you just got to keep them alive. Keep that in mind.
Well, they're screwed then.
Otherwise, you'll get there and you won't have anyone to sail the ship.
Come on, I'm here. I can keep people alive. It's fine.
I don't doubt. Oh, right. You can keep people alive. That's true. You can. You just gotta keep them near you. That's the trick. So. All right. So you go here. Boop. And that is the day.
That was the day. That was the day.
So it's
that
actually
the DM
January.
made, that the DM.
Do you do anything during that day? I mean, it's just traveling.
I would, just be talking
Casually
it up with
flirting.
Sabu. It's fine.
Yeah, make a persuasion check.
Akashi would like to roll
Right.
because I forgot about that these past several.
What's he rolling for at this point? Oh,
Yeah, as I say.
So
I
I'm
don't even know if it's
doing.
relevant anymore. You were trying to find the stuff to help Raya.
Right,
Remember?
but he still thinks that he is trying to help Raya.
Let's abstract that stuff. Let's ignore that for now. I wanna
Okay.
have it be a bit of an interesting surprise when we get back to Navarro and the others and see what they've been up to.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'll definitely be messaging you, Alyssa, and Seth about your characters with Navarro at some point too, right? And we'll figure out what their state is.
Okay, so I'm rolling persuasion.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Wait. You're gonna send them messages, but not me.
Oh
Right.
no!
I was saying you are the you, and then Alyssa and Seth.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Okay,
I
well,
missed
Seth doesn't
it.
go very well today. The clock
Wait.
does not advance.
wait, what were we rolling for on persuasion?
I really need to Raya was rolling to flirt with Sabu.
Oh, okay.
It did not go well.
I really need to actually write down an actual countdown clock for Sabu falls in love with Raya. I'll need to start that countdown clock. But you've definitely worked on it a few times, but doesn't advance. Yeah. Anything else?
I'm trying to think of what.
Again, we don't have to play out every single day and everything that happens at this point.
Yeah, we're just doing it right,
oh.
just kind of as for the next couple days, here's what the roles.
Exactly. Also, a question I had for you guys. Are you guys moving at a fast pace? The only downside to moving at a fast pace is you'll get a -5 to perception checks to notice.
Do we have a real reason to rush?
Well, you can move faster that way.
I know, but do we have a reason to rush? Is my question.
Given that a giant dragon demon god thing
Yeah.
is slowly
I mean,
encroaching
probably,
upon-
yeah.
You probably want to be quick. You have a lot of distance to cover, so
Probably
That's also very true.
probably every day, but I'm doing the figures though.
sure. Yeah. What are you working on right now?
I didn't finish the one. Wait, did I finish the one of Samuel?
You did because you gave it to me. I haven't
That's
given
right.
it to
Yeah.
him yet.
Okay.
Guess I could do that.
Probably Teppin next, or yeah, Teppin next.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and make that roll. Mason's tools with dexterity, if I remember correctly.
Mason, dexterity, roll it.
Yep. Making progress.
Making
I'd
progress.
probably spend some time, not to take it too much time. I'd probably spend some time trying to pray to Miggy, trying to communicate
Okay.
with him.
Yeah, right. You're just like Pepe Miguel Afonso.
Pray to Miggy. Oh,
I want to commune with you.
Yeah, make a religion check.
Not good at religion.
Can you just imagine
Oh!
that
Oh.
phrase?
Whoa.
Oh my god!
Wow.
I was not
Okay.
expecting that.
So Tepin, when are you doing this?
I don't know. I didn't expect this to go
pray
well.
to the god of death.
Huh?
When is the normal ritual time to pray to the god of death? For
Probably-
Raya, it's twilight or whatever.
I would probably say at the rising of the moon, because it kind of for them. Probably the rising of the moon, kind of like how, because in that culture they see the sun setting as life going, and the moon rising is death taking over, or something like that.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's
okay.
when it'd be.
So I guess that's this night then. So let's figure
Yeah.
this out briefly then. You guys are moving at a fast pace. Okay. Would someone make a D100 roll for me?
I can do it.
All right.
Not 39.
You guys move one additional hex.
Ooh,
You
yay.
move 2 hexes.
Yes,
So-
39.
Hurrah.
Yep,
Yay,
there's a
39.
50% chance every day you move at a fast pace of moving one additional hex beyond what you can normally do. So, you are now back on the lie. So, I guess the question is, where do you go specifically looking for the mausoleum?
I don't think I was just throwing out ideas. That's all I was doing.
Okay. Yeah, just making sure. All right, so you guys are camping somewhere. In Tepin, you wait until the moon rises, and you go up by yourself, I assume? Or are you just praying in the middle of camp?
Probably do go off a little bit by myself.
Yeah, but not too far.
Not too far, no.
Okay. And yeah, you pray to Pepe Miguel Poncio. And
I just think, like, the idea of that becoming a phrase, you better pray to Miggy that this.
yeah, exactly. So I guess we have to come with a little bit of lore here. Tepin, have you ever been a cleric, or have you always been a warlock?
Well, here's the thing.
I guess you really couldn't have been anything but a warlock if you've worshipped. If the name you knew this god by has always been, what's his face?
Wait, it is Atabai.
Except maybe not. Okay, because Raya has a dead god as the name that she knows the moon goddess by, and she is still a cleric. I think there's just a difference in but what you're doing if you're a cleric like that, you're not actually communing with the dead god. You're just channeling the direct power from the aspect itself. This is basically, so what you would be doing as a warlock is you are actually communicating with whatever dead god is and wherever he is, to get your power straight through him.
I mean, but here's the thing.
Yeah.
We didn't know we were communicating with the dead god either. He never told us he was dead.
Right. True.
So from the sounds of it, he didn't know either.
Yeah. Yeah. But I guess my question is, have you always been a warlock? Or has there
no.
been something else?
And chances are, given his background, which I don't know how much I messaged you, but he's kind of winging it because he didn't really, well, no, he's probably, actually, I think this has a little bit more meaning to him. So what we get, I know I don't want, okay, do I have advantage? Here's the real question. Do I have inspiration already? I don't have inspiration already. I'm going to get some inspiration, even though I'm not using it.
Okay.
Because I want to give some backstory.
Right.
So we get this flashback of Tepin kind of at like the temple they had at his village. And his like father like bringing him to the temple
to sacrifice him.
No. Probably at the moon's rise. And Tepin's father is kind of showing him the rituals they go through to commune with Atabai and everything. And so Tepin is kind of just like, this is not quite what it was meant for, but this is all I know. Right. And so he kind of does similar sort of a rituals thing.
But you substitute Miggy's name.
Yeah.
Okay. So
can I get inspiration for that?
Of course. Yes.
Okay.
So my thought is, right, I think the other people in your tribe who were actually like shamans or whatever, they were clerics. They were actually clerics of Atabai, but they just never actually knew him personally because he was dead. I think really the reason that you're a warlock is because you have this ring, right?
Well, that's the thing. That his father was a warlock too then.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I think, it's just because of the ring and because you have this direct communication to this like dead image of a god or whatever. That's where you're getting your warlock abilities from. And so I think what happens here, right, is you're making all the proper like religious stuff and you have the right name, and so you do this, and it's like the moment it's like you're trying to get someone's attention, and you see them look directly at you, and then they wave at you. That's the feeling you get. And you start to wave back, but then you realize they're waving at someone behind you.
Oh, the worst feeling.
Right? And then you feel this presence behind you. Look behind you in your mind, right? This metaphor, and then in this metaphor, and Atabai is there, right? And Atabai is the one like looking at Miggy in this metaphor. And you feel them kind of clash. There's a battle of wills there for a moment. What do? You feel them like kind of like buck heads. Like it's almost like Miggy is trying to talk to you and he's being repelled.
I probably push back against Atabai a little bit, or like trying to like push between them.
Okay. How
Like
are
he's
you
breaking
doing
up a
so?
fight sort of thing.
Like
Huh?
you're breaking up a fight? Yeah, you doing like as a mediator?
Kinda, yeah.
Okay, make a persuasion check.
Awesome, because I'm good with persuasion.
Cats are good mediators.
I rolled a
Oh
3
my
and got a
gosh.
15. I
Only a
love it.
15. Yeah, I don't think that's quite enough to accomplish
Which makes
what you
sense.
want. It's because it's
It's gods.
Yeah. So I think you feel, and I think you hear one word, Tippin. You just hear like the fragment of a sentence. And I guess the word you hear is chance. But it's like surrounded by other words, and you don't know what he actually said. It's like Miggy is the car that is driving by you, and you're only really hearing him right when he's right next to you, when you can actually hear the sound clearly. And then
But Miggy is the one that says it?
Yeah, you hear a human voice clearly, similar to one how you've heard Ari talk, for example.
Well, I mean,
right?
I would know the voice of Atabai enough to know that must be Miggy.
It's not Atabai, that's for sure. And then it's gone, and Atabai says, "What are you doing?"
You told me that I could possibly increase my power if I connected with the new god of death.
I didn't mean that you should pray to him.
How else am I supposed to communicate with him?
Go through Darius. I already told you this. We have to try another way.
Did he actually tell me that?
I mean, that was the way he had told you to do it initially, right? It was like...
It's like, I know his... Sorry, I
don't
thought
want
it
you
was
to-
different now that I
says,
know
I
his
don't want you
name."
to draw your power from him. That would tear you away from me. Don't you want any of the abilities I've granted you?
Actually, that probably scares Teppan to hear that. Because he's like... he goes, actually like, I'm sorry, I did not realize that. That is... I cannot let that happen.
Of course you can't.
Okay, he just kind of stands up and walks away, realizing like what a giant mistake he almost just made.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry about it, Teppan. Don't worry. I'm sure that this Pepe is a fine god, but he can't give you the sort of power that I can. He's bound by the aspect, you see.
What were you two fighting over?
Nothing in particular. It was like he had shown up to my house uninvited. Rude. Very rude. I showed him the door.
Okay. He's going to walk back and he's a little shook.
Yeah. Because that's really what was happening, right? In out of character, you were attempting to commune and become a cleric of Pepe Miguel Poncio.
I wasn't even trying to do that. I was just trying to talk to him.
Right, but that's what Miggy is. Because you have this connection to the aspect known as death, that it was beginning that process, right?
Oh, okay.
You're one of the only people who could actually like do the proper, because you know the proper ritual, right? You know the cleric rituals they're supposed to use to commune with a god to get cleric abilities from them. That was the thing you just did. But
it's just before they were directed towards
the image in the ring, which is not an actual living god. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think Teppan's just gonna go back to camp and just kind of sit there.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, so I think one thing that happens that night is Darius, in the middle of the night, you just suddenly like wake up. And I think
Table.
Ari and Samuel are on watch during this time.
Okay.
And you just like shock awake, almost as if someone was saying your name.
Okay.
But when you look around, no one's speaking.
I think Darius's first thought is, "Oh no, not this again."
And there's no one. It's almost like he dreamed it.
Miggy wants to talk to you.
Oh, sorry, I'm just admiring the kitty.
Yeah, the cats do this a lot.
So cute.
He fell asleep in between the chair and my back, this today. He was just sleeping right in the armrest there.
It's like he's trying to do it again.
I don't know what he's doing.
Just wants
He
Caleb's
sees his
snuggles.
brother.
Um,
But yeah, you just kind of feel the echo of that call almost.
I mean, Ari like sees this. She's like, Darius, you okay?
Darius just kind of says, "Did you wake me up?"
No.
Okay.
Everything all right, Darius? Samuel says.
Yes, I think I just need to go for a walk.
Don't
Okay.
wander too far.
I won't.
Samuel was literally just about to say that. Yeah.
Connection.
Mhm.
I'll be in earshot.
Okay.
Yeah, so you
And-
just take a walk.
Yeah, I'll just take a walk, and then once I'm still within earshot but out of sight, Darius reaches into his pack and touches the ring.
Nothing. Kind of feels cold.
Hmm.
Want to make a perception check for me, Darius?
Yeah, I do, but I don't want to do that without advantage. Because Darius is the most perceptive.
Quick fun factoid you can tell us about the alternate universe.
Yes.
One of many.
He's looking right at us.
Oh my gosh, he totally is. Hi, kitty.
What are all these
no-
little people doing in this screen?
And then he's distracted. Okay, no. I actually do have a thought. Gnome Toity didn't play the bagpipes because the bagpipes were just too big for him.
I mean, to tell the truth, they were probably a little big for
Yeah.
for halfling one too. But go ahead. You played the tuba.
Oh my gosh. Oh
Gnome with
boy.
the tuba. Oh my gosh.
No, not the tuba.
The sousaphone.
He just walked around with the xylophone and just with on wheels and just no. I think he played a lute.
Lute.
No, he played a lyre.
I mean, to be fair, I think Toity had a lyre in this world too.
I think you had a flute.
Did I?
Yeah,
That
I
does
think
sound
you
right,
had-
actually.
I think you had bagpipes in the flute.
Let me check. I'm just curious. I know.
Because I remember you playing a flute duet with Ari at one point.
Mm-hmm. At the very first episode, I think.
I had panpipes.
They're
No, I
early.
did have a lute. I just never used it.
panpipes. Yeah, that's what it was.
I did have a lute though, or I had
Oh.
proficiency in lute.
Yeah, I don't think you ever had one, but
Yeah, I just had a pan flute. Okay, you're right. I just thought I had a lute for some reason.
So I think he had.
So he had a lyre.
I think he had a lyre. Yeah.
yeah, okay. Take that inspiration.
Yeah.
Caleb, check your messages.
Okay, secret message time.
Secret message.
Yay! Oh man. I'm gonna roll that perception. I would like to put on the hood beforehand. Actually, no. I'm just gonna go perception.
Okay.
With advantage. Oh.
Ooh.
Okay, so you hear movement a while away, somewhere off in the brush, and then a snippet of conversation. You could swear it's like Yuan Ti language.
People getting stabbed tonight.
What do you do?
Ooh.
Oh, that's bad luck there. Only the stream can see. What Alyssa just rolled.
On T, huh?
And then you hear footsteps from the direction you came in.
Yeah, I put on the hood. And I'm going to
Okay.
sense for life energies.
Yeah, make a charisma check.
Come on, help me out, charisma.
Which direction do you look first?
Where I heard the Yuan Ti whispers.
Okay, I mean, yeah, there's definitely like Yuan Ti creeping towards your guys' camp.
Okay. How far away?
I mean, close enough that, let's see, they're probably within 500 feet, maybe.
And I can notice them, but like, it's not necessarily that they'd notice me.
They didn't notice you, but suddenly you look behind you and you notice that Ari is coming, and she's being really loud for some reason. Like she doesn't care. Like what?
Okay, I rolled a natural 1, but I still got a 21. Okay.
And everyone, rip headphones users. Oh,
that was bad.
that was so loud.
I'm sorry.
So loud.
Sorry.
You best. Oh, no.
I cast Pass Without Trace. I have a +10, and I rolled a 1, and I still got a 21.
I'm so sorry.
This is ridiculous. I still beat his perception. Technically.
Yeah, but you did.
Okay, so yeah, Darius just turns around and like puts a finger up to his lips and gestures that we need to go back to camp.
Well, that's the thing. Like at that point, like you hear the pace quicken of the Yuan Ti. Like they hear you guys, and then they quicken, and so you can run back to camp. You can try to stealth back to camp, but the stealth is going to carry with Ari, and you're not going to make.
Yeah, we're just gonna run back to camp.
You're just gonna run?
Sorry, I was trying to be
It's
like,
okay.
ooh, let's see what
I
Darius
know,
is up
and
to.
it was
No, I think-
perfect. It was amazing.
Literally anything else would have. I could have rolled a 2 and been fine.
I think Darius just turns around and says, "Camp now," and starts running.
She's like, what's wrong?
And Darius just says, "Yuan Ti out on the way."
Okay.
Make an athletics check.
Ooh, natural 20.
Nice.
Whoa.
I'm so
Opposite
fast.
before.
So strong.
When it comes to protecting the people I love, I gotta go.
Let me roll something. Okay. So they're shortly behind you. So you hear running, you hear shouting, and yeah. So I'm going to drag you guys to a map.
They were 500 feet away. That's pretty far.
I think while they're running back,
Unless you're huge and you run very fast.
I think while we're running, I think Darius says to Ari to pull out the beans.
We
Ooh, they
can't all
big
fit in
boys.
there.
Yeah. You have
We've
way too many
got
people.
6 other people.
They don't look friendly.
Oh, because we're back at camp.
No, we just have 6 sailors that are with us now.
Right, but I mean, we made it back. No, but we made it back. To...
Right. We made it back to them.
Okay.
Hello, friend.
So is it safe to say they like yelled or were like
Barge into
telling us
camp
to
and
wake up?
wake everyone up.
Would it be safe to say that
So-
we strategically slept around the sailors so they would be more protected?
Sure, you go ahead and put yourselves wherever you guys want to be.
Where would the sailors be?
I will place them.
I sailed a schooner around the Horn of Mexico. went aloft and furled the mainsail.
If you look closely, you can see that I now have not one, but
Oh
two
my
kittens
gosh.
on my shoulders.
You have a cat cape.
A cap,
No, it's not on his head.
a Kate.
Oh, okay, bye. The cat's falling off.
They love their Caleb.
They really do. All right. There are our swashbucklers. So I guess you guys would be maybe a little bit more spread out than that. They all wouldn't be like sleeping in the same 5 foot.
I mean, if they're only 5 feet tall.
Well, 5 feet laying. Yeah, I mean they're probably taller than that.
Okay. Well, I mean, so Darius and I would be coming from this way, correct?
I'd say they're
So
about like that.
We'd be like
Yeah.
over here.
Would they be more centered in the camp than that?
I mean, yeah, I guess if you're camp, it depends on where you can.
I mean, I'm
camp.
assuming there would be like a fire somewhere that then.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe Darius and I are like over here. Coming closer to you guys. I mean, yeah, I mean, let's raid these people or try to convince them to fight with us.
You're gonna have a hard pressed time getting Tepin to think that, especially if they're ambushing us.
I mean, they don't know what's going on. Like,
Oh, I know, but he's gonna see you on T, and he
want
gonna
to kill people.
yeah.
Yeah.
Cat want kill snake.
Yeah.
I don't blame him. I don't like snakes either. I mean, Darius doesn't, you know.
All right. Well, let's do this. Well, we've set up the whole thing. You can see them running through the jungle, and we see this giant UNT looking thing that has like 4 arms, and it's like looks like the Hulk sort of a thing. And it's like charging forward like the Hulk would. And we see you guys, we see Darius and Ari like turn and like yell at everybody to wake up, and then turn to like face the foe. And we'll take our first break there and come back and fight some UNT. Stick around. We have more UNT fighting and cat adventures when we return. Stick around.
Literally, because Tepin.
And because the cat's on his shoulder.